Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman, Adventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley 1.5, Retired Slow Play, part number 72. We're on the second day of summer in year number 3, and we have got so much work to do. It's insane how much work we have to do. We didn't get everything done we needed to yesterday, so today we are going to be cramming to get all of this area planted as quickly as possible. And we're going to be making some changes and fix a few things. Those are our lovely Junimo huts. Check our previous episode on getting the Junimo huts. It was a huge thing and a big deal, and I was very happy about it. We're going to have to ignore our animals for a second day. I would love to be able to go over and check on them and feed them and pet them and all that, but we have got to get this stuff done like now, right away. And we got a lot of things to fix. I've forgotten that I needed to look at this stone. I'm out of stone. It's terrible. We need to put an area around the Junimo huts that we need to clear and make sure that nothing gets planted. And we're going to put scarecrows there and sprinklers there, and I didn't do that properly. So we're just going to have to fix the area as much as we can and with what little stone that we have. And I also need to unhoe the area that I have here. And I'm going to be losing some of my deluxe speed grow because I put deluxe speed grow in the area right behind the Junimo hut. It's like, oh my gosh, that wasn't too smart. I wasn't being very careful, so that kills me to do that, but that's okay. We are going to be just fine. As you can see, some of the areas that I hoed before have unhoed themselves, so I really went too far. I thought I had more seeds than I actually ended up having, so it's okay. And we're going to have to go get some stone because obviously we need more. I need to do the other hut over there. We also need to go buy seeds. We're going to need to go to Pierre's. So today is going to be a very busy day. And kind of just looking around here thinking, okay, what do we got? And in the meantime, honey. We got to pick up our honey. We get the weeds, and we got, oh my heavens, there's so many things. But what I wanted to do right now is I need to move that Junimo hut a little bit. And so, as I mentioned yesterday in the previous episode, whenever you might have listened to it, when you build a Junimo hut, it's the same thing as going to Robin. You can come down here and you can go back into the wizard, go back to the book, and we can move that Junimo hut. And it does need to be moved just a little bit. I realized that when I had been looking at it and thought, oh, this isn't right. And that's okay. We can move it. It's a nice thing that you can move your, see right there? Where is it at? Move building. And so I come down here and say, where is it? It's over there, and it needs to come over just a tad. So you click it and say, I'm going to move it. And what I did is like, oh, it was one to the left. I need to move one to the right. And there we go. So that's where I wanted it to be. I needed to have another row of plants on the left of it. So that was the reason for that. So hopefully that'll be right. And let's double check. And it's like, I'm not sure. And I'm not going to be putting any more Junimo huts, I don't think. I didn't in my 11-year farm. So if you want to see that, go take a look at it. I put a screenshot of it in my previous video. You can also, if you want, go look at my playlists. There is a review playlist that reviews games, shows initial gameplay and things like that. And I did do a review of Stardew Valley. And in that review, I give some screenshots of that 11-year farm as well. So you can go take a look. And so, oh, look at those beautiful rainbow trouts. It's like, oh, these things that I needed to do. But really, what I need to do is get things planted as quickly as possible. And it's like, oh my gosh. And so I need to unhoe this area all around the Junimo hut. And then we need to plant. We need to get some more stone so that we can. And I just absolutely, I can't believe I did that. I absolutely ruined one of my cauliflower plants. I keep saying cauliflower. It's melon season. My melon, I unhoed a melon. And it's like, that's what you get when you're hurrying, you're rushing, you're not paying attention, you're stressed, and you can't see the screen very well. Oopsie. That's nice that I have that feature that I can see what is being hoed up, and that is an option. You can turn that off if you don't want to have that on there, but I didn't help me. I still hoed up a cauliflower. It's like sandfish. I don't even know why I bothered to look. I'm not gonna go get a sandwich. Got a sandwich. Sandfish. Okay, give me some cauliflower seed or melon seeds. My gosh, I'm stuck on cauliflowers in my brain. So we're gonna get some melon seeds, and I wanted to buy way more than I needed because I was tired of running out. So hopefully this will be enough, and hopefully this will be the last time I'll ever have to buy melon seeds. So I got mad, so just buy 200, whatever. I wasn't sure on the tomatoes if I had plenty of tomatoes, and I thought, you know what? Let's take a look and see what else. I thought he maybe had some red cabbages. He does. I'm not sure how many I needed. I have some, but I wasn't sure. I thought, well, let's take a quick look. What else does he have? And there's all those trees. I told you how much those trees are. They're quite a few thousand each. But that was just kind of a quick glance. Ooh, Abigail. Shh. It's Abigail. It's okay. We're not going to talk to Abigail. And then I realized, oh my gosh, they're walking over each other and I can't get out the daggone door. Run from Abigail. She's our nemesis. She's on our friends list. She's at the very, very, very bottom, and she's probably going to stay there till the very, very end. Because what happened, if you haven't been watching any of my previous episodes, is I accidentally gave her a number of hated gifts in a row, and they were different things. I had no idea. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. So that's why she's my nemesis. But eventually we'll make up. Don't worry. It'll be coming. So what I'm doing now is trying to get all this area hoed, fertilized, and then get my crops in. And I want to get this whole area all kind of together here. And the area that I had already hoed has been unhoed itself. So that was a bummer. But that's okay. We're going to fix it. No big deal. We'll get our plants in. No big deal. And again, I'm leaving a whole space behind the hut. And we're going to put lights there and all kinds of things. So I have a reason for my madness here. And again, I wish I had the big iridium hoe, but I'm grateful that we have the golden one. At least it does these nice big spots, 9 by 9 at a time. So that's okay. But wait till you see the iridium quality hoe. It's crazy. It takes so much less time and so much less energy to hoe up your entire planting area. So this is going to be our permanent planting area. I do not plan on changing it ever. This will be it. And to me, it's more than sufficient to give us plenty of crops. Eventually, we'll have more than we can use. And so it just takes time. And getting all this stuff planted and grown. And it's like, okay, here, trying to get my area figured out. Come on. It's like, part of the problem I'm also having is I think my mouse is going out. And I have mentioned this in previous episodes. It's really, it's not working right at all. I know that I'm not the greatest when it comes to using my mice, but I also know that I'm not as bad as it's showing me here. So I'm going to have to invest in a new mouse. The problem that I have and why I'm waiting is that I don't need no fancy mouse. I want left mouse button, right mouse button, a scroll wheel. I want a speed up and slow down button so that I can speed my mouse cursor up and down. And that's it. And it is so hard to buy a mouse that has just that. My current mouse came with my computer. Well, I didn't come with it. I custom ordered my computer, and the mouse was one of the options that I had that I chose. It has buttons on the side. It has a trigger button that I'm never going to use ever. So I don't need that. So it's hard to find a mouse that doesn't cost a fortune, that only has the things that I actually need. So it's a problem. So that's why I keep putting it off. What I'm trying to do here is make sure that I've got deluxe speed grow everywhere on this whole field, because we're behind. It's already the second, and I want to make sure that these things grow as fast as they can. This deluxe speed grow increases your growth by 25%. So that's what we're going to put in here, and I love it that I propagated it myself, and I can continue to propagate it myself. Where is my oak resin? There it is. All I need is that and coral, and we will make deluxe speed grow. Where's my coral? I think it's down here in the chest. There we go. Got quite a bit. I think we'll have enough to make enough to finish out our field. In the future, I will make sure that I have enough to cover the entire season. So that's how we roll with that. I didn't have enough. That was my fault. I should have come over here and checked it. because I've just got too many things to do when. Let's see how many we got. Oh yeah, that'll be more than enough. So we're good. 80 more. Plus we've got coral growing. We've got extra oak resin. We're doing just peachy on that. So it's like, okay, come down here. I'm in such a rush. I'm trying to get rid of what I don't need so I can see what I do have. And I've got oak resin in my pack. I don't need it. So when I'm making double sure that those extra places that I had planted had the Lux Spigro, and they didn't. So I'm glad I was checking them before I planted anything. It's like, okay, we need to fill this area with the Lux Spigro, and you can barely see it. It just makes the soil look a little bit sparkly, and so that's what I'm making double sure. I'm gonna run down here. Probably have enough. Ooh, I thought I had more than had enough, but we'll see. I hope so. I don't want to have to go dig more coral out of the fish ponds, but I will if I have to. So I think I've got everything fertilized, and that's what I was looking for. It's like, do I have everything fertilized? I believe I do. And I'm double checking. And then I grab my melons and off we go. We are planting melons like crazy. And again, my melon is my main crop for the summertime. And I grow that because it has it makes the most money. After you take that melon and you either make melon jelly or you can make melon wine, it makes the most money of all of the fruit crops, of the what I call the normal fruit crops. That doesn't take into consideration the ancient fruit, which is completely different. And a lot of people, I have heard people say that they grow only ancient fruits on their farm. I've heard those same people say they get bored because that's all they're doing. I think there's a reason why they're bored. And I just don't, I have to have variety. That's really important to me. So that's why I've got 3 things growing in my field right now because I like the variety. So even though I don't make as much money off of tomatoes and blueberries, I still want to have them anyway. And I cannot believe that I'm almost out. And look at that. I have 1 melon left. Oh my gosh, do I have exactly enough? I don't, because I think I missed a spot of my melon. I'll have to go back and look. But I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I'm already out of, I thought I would have enough for the whole year. I'm like, oh my gosh. This planting area is a lot bigger, and I had forgotten how much it would take. So I think I missed a spot. If I did, I'll have to go back and find out. But I also need a melon down below because I had only had 8 and I needed that. Oh man, I hope I don't forget. That would be a bummer. But if not, we're going to go fix it. We're going to go fix it. There we go. I got my common sense. So there was 1 I needed and that made 9. So now we've got the melons growing in our special little area there. I don't have the water right fixed here, and that's okay. Oh man, isn't that cauliflower beautiful? It is so beautiful. It makes me so happy to see it. Just because it took years and years and years to get that to happen. What we need to do here is plant a different flower here, and I'm getting the area prepared, which is silly because I don't have the seed. But we need to make sure we plant. There's different flowers that you can plant, and it increases the value of the honey. And I have to figure out which one that I'm going to plant for the summertime. So we gathered our honey, and we're going to go put that in our shipping bin. So we're close to having things the way they should be. We're definitely not there yet, but we're very close. And I really don't like it that I didn't get it all done in the first day, but it's okay. We're going to be close enough. And I should not have put the fertilizer in there. I was not thinking. Oh, I hate making mistakes and having you guys see them, and I stupidly point them out. It's like, oh my gosh. It's going to be okay. I've talked about this before, that when I have watched power gamers make big mistakes and done what I just did, put something in the wrong chest, and then they go find it later. And what's funny about that is I'll find it, and then I don't even realize that I found that it's in the wrong place. It's like I put it away automatically. So I'm looking at the various seeds and what we do have. We just don't have, we're not there yet as far as being self-sufficient. we will be soon. And we've got salmon berries. We'll use those. And we're going to switch out the apple jelly. I don't know if I think this is only the second time we've made apple jelly, so I'm not sure how much we'll make on that. We will find out in the morning when we get our... Oop, we missed one. See how I've got 2 salmon berries? That's how I knew I missed one of the preserve jars, because I should have 1 left by the time I walk out of the room. So it's like, okay, put that away. Still didn't see the deluxe speed grow. Throw that in there. Run down here. See, so many chores I'm not getting done. Look at the little Junimo houses. Aren't they cute? Their little lights are on. And we're going to replace the stuff in the pond. Really just busy work. I really shouldn't have been bothering, but there's so much to do. It's like, which one did I miss? I think I only had 3. There we go. And we're going to put these things in the crustacean box, and we're going to feed that into the recycling bin, and then it's 11:20 p.m. It's like, oh my gosh, how could it be so late? And so I know things are not perfect yet, but we're going to get there. I was looking at the sprinklers, and it's like, okay, I can make 1 more sprinkler. We haven't had any storms yet, so we need some batteries, but we'll get them, no worries. And let's see down here. Remember I told you that I had taken these up at the bottom, and we're going to have to go and replace them soon because I planted all the way down like a dodo head, but that's okay. We'll have a storm soon, hopefully, and that'll get us some batteries, and then we can make the iridium sprinklers. So that's going to end our day there, and it's getting late. It's time to go to bed. Yes, it is. We're exhausted, Harvey. Exhausted. So let's see what we did. Did we do anything? Yeah, we did. We got a little bit of money. Not bad, but not great, but not bad. The wild honey and apple jelly was $250 each, so that made $5,200. So not bad, $6,400. And again, we're not at top production at all, and still we're making so much. Think how much we were making in the beginning. We were making so little in the beginning is the answer. Oh, little Harvey over here in his little room. Each spouse has their own special room off to the right of the bedroom, and that's Harvey's special room. Each one of them looks different, each of the spouses. What are you doing, Harvey Jr.? Crawling around? Pretty soon you'll be walking. Okay, so here we are. You can see the areas that are not getting watered, and that was because I need sprinklers there, or I need to not plant there. It's like, oh my gosh. And the whole area is down here. It's like, my gosh, I need 3 more iridium sprinklers, and I got a place up here where I hoed. Oh my gosh. So it's not perfect, never is perfect, but as time goes on, we will get a heck of a lot better at it than we are now. So don't worry, it's going to be okay. And let's see here. I did finally think, what's that doing there? Oh my gosh, our poor animals have been ignored for days. And I hated that I didn't get that iridium. I didn't even go get the iridium from the Statue of Perfection because I was so busy, I forgot. So what a dodo head. And so we can already make another iridium and bar, and let's do it. Let's get it going. We need it. Again, I leave the one that's there, that's in place, because it's a placeholder. I want to keep my ores in the same order. If I take it out, it completely changes the order, and that drives my OCD crazy, and I prefer not to be any crazier than I already am. No comments from the peanut crowd. So, we're going to put our watering can away because we're done with that, and we're going to put that over there and put that over there, and I'm going to go down here and check on the animals. It's been 2 days. I hate that. I haven't even been over here. Finally remembered to put the deluxe speed grow there, and boy do we need more of that coming down the road. So let's see what we got here. So our animals, I had meant to switch them out into the other field. As you can see, it's full. So I'm kind of moving the stuff out of the way, getting rid of the garbage. They had plenty to eat. It's no big deal that they are still in the same field. But I want to switch them over, and then we'll put grass starter on this side to refill it, to replenish it. So come here, guys. I want the milk. Gimme. Oh, silver quality. Oh, Clara. That's hurtful, Clara. You've been giving this iridium quality. So that's not cool. Oh, wait. I just realized I just milked 2 goats. I have 2 goat milks. It's like, what? I apparently didn't, it wasn't Clara, it was one of my, both of my goats gave me goat milk. Silver quality, not even iridium. It's like, oh, okay. That's when I realized it. Oh, okay. So I gotta go back and milk Clara. Like, pronto. Where's my Clara at? She'll give me iridium quality sometimes. What? Oh, she's not happy with me. Oh my gosh. It's okay, guys. I love you. Please don't do that. Oh, it's okay. No problem. We'll put the extra milk away. Hang on to that. Never know when you're going to need it for something. All right. Next into the coop. What do we got in here? We should have a bunch of eggs in here after 2 full days. This is actually day 3. It's like, okay. We'll get it all picked up and got some wool. And we're going to grab that. Yeah, there we go. No dinosaur eggs, though. So we should have them any day now then. All right. What do we got? What do we get the most of? And it looks like it's going to be plain brown eggs. That's fine. I don't care. Just get the work done. We got so much work to do. We're getting there. It's okay. No worries. And I'm going to leave both sides of the feeding areas open. Tomorrow I'll close the one on the other side. And look at all these ancient fruits, people. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I debated on harvesting them all or leaving them all until they were all ready. And I decided to go ahead and harvest them. And then soon what we'll do is we will leave them until they are all ready to be harvested. And then they'll be on a schedule where they're all ready at the same time. So I didn't want to do that today. I thought I'd go ahead and grab it and grab the apples that we can take and put in our fruit bin. And oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh, they're so beautiful. I love it. I'm looking at money. That's what I'm seeing in my head is money. Look at all that money. All right. So we got to go put all this stuff away and get busy on the stuff that we need to fix. And I'm keeping the ancient fruits in this chest right now. And we're to the point where we can grab that medium quality next time. That's 21. Also, the normal quality has more than 21. So awesome. We'll be able to make some ancient fruit wine, which is very exciting that we're to that point. So again, they're going to just continue to produce over and over again. Those plants they're going to be there forever to the end of the game. So that's awesome. That's a huge thing to have accomplished to me. And oh my heavens sakes alive, look at that. We've got some iridium quality wines. Whoo-wee. Oh, I'm so excited that happened, that I have all those in the bottom. And really what I want to have happen is for that one on the end to be done, whatever it is, because that would be great if that could be a entire wine area. So that's what I decided to do. I'm going to wait till that one on the end is done, whatever it is, cheese or wine or whatever it is, and then I will do it. It's like we don't really need the money that bad right now. I mean, look how much we have after building 2 Junimo huts. We have over 240,000. So we're doing okay. I'm not in any rush to for the big ticket items. We'll get there. Right now, I'm more worried about this field and getting the sprinklers put in and not having dead plants. That's what I'm more interested in. And we also, looks like we're ready to harvest. We're ready to harvest the fiber, which is great. We also need to, look at that. Rainbow trout wants something. What do you guys want? You can see the exclamation mark, and we click on it. They want 2 emeralds. So each time that they hit the fish that you're growing, not the corals, but the fish, and they give you things and they want things. So they want 2 of these. Okay, no problem. Remember I said we need to keep 5 of everything? That's one reason why I'm doing that, is because you never know when you're going to have stuff come up. In this case, if the rainbow trout wants a couple of these, we're going to toss them in. No problem. Because what they'll do is they'll start making more rainbow fish. Oh, thank you. The emerald will keep us healthy. So you're very welcome, guys. And thank you for, I believe they gave us those, they gave us roe, which I'm going to save up. I may do the roe all at once, or so, in the past, I have made a special preserve jar for the roe. I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to wait until I have 21 of them. I don't know. And I don't know if I'm going to switch out fish at some point. Right now, these are the ones I want. They give us special items that I'm hoping that we'll see here before too long. Let's see what we got. I'm going to put the crustacean-y type thing over there in that chest. And it's like, okay, I got some refined quartz, which I put in the wrong place. I'm going to put that oak resin away. It's like, oh my gosh. So frazzled and razzled and dazzled. And it's like, there we go. I got that. I need to put that in the junk chest. That's the best way of putting it. Trash chest, because we can put all that trash into our recycling bin one at a time and get something good. So we're being good recyclers. And we're going to put this in the preserve jar room. We got 4. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. Right now I'm sticking with the rainbow trout. And when it gets to be 10 of them, then we need to pull some out. So what I'm thinking here is it's time to get this area finished up. And we desperately need stone, but we just don't have it. Yeah, that's it. Chop up something else. It's like, oh my gosh. And I don't think I have any more melon seeds. I definitely got the deluxe speed grow, but 0. Nope. And I'm pretty sure that I've done all that I can. And see, I don't want to take them from there. So it's like, are you kidding me? Because I want to put melons there because I want I want to have them grow 9 in 9 batches of 9. So I was really aggravated that I had done that. And it's like, I can't believe I dug that thing up. And I was looking down here and thinking, okay, if I missed any more, do I have more spots? And it's like, it's hard to see. That tree there needs to go away. And, ugh, I don't have any stone. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to make a trip to the mine. And I can make another sprinkler. That's good anyway. Let's make that real quick. Oh boy. And again, you know, when I first did this, I did it organically. I kind of built things as I went along. Think where to put this. I think right there would probably do it. So I figured it out along the way. And even though I have a blueprint that I'm going off of, I still make mistakes. So it's okay. It's no big deal. We will fix the problem. I can see another spot there where something didn't grow. In the meantime, looky. And we're going to put in our first ancient fruit, people. Been talking about this since the very beginning. The most lucrative. And we got cranberry wine, that's fine. But man, oh man, ancient fruit wine. Yeah. That's going to make us some bucks. Some big bucks. And it's going to be our most lucrative one, except for the star fruit wine, which we won't have nearly as much of. But it's okay. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's already 4:04. I should have run over to Pierre's earlier in the day. Instead, I did not. What I'm going to do is the animals leave the feeding area after a certain time of day. And I thought, oh, they're not gone yet. I think it's 6 p.m. I wasn't sure. I thought it was now. But it's not, so I'm going to go put that away. We're going to go plant that grass starter after they go into their house, and we'll do that later. I just thought I could do it while I was standing there. So, okay. And it's already 5 p.m. And I was so bummed that the day has run out and I still don't have everything like I want it, but that's okay. We're going to toss this wine in there. We're probably going to end up selling most of these wines, just not aging them. And we've got quite a few salmonberries wines, but that's okay. We're going to eventually fill that bottom row with probably wines. And again, we'll add more casks as we have enough fruits to fill them. I mean, right now we really don't. I also keep forgetting to water this. Yeah, I missed it. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. I watered the ground, watered the floor. I wish I had 2 watering cans so I can keep one inside, because that would help me remember to water our poor little coffee plant. So before I mentioned the day before that this area was ready, these are our fiber planting areas. If you haven't seen a previous episode, we need a lot of fiber, and so I keep growing it all the time. And I have fiber seeds that I can craft, and it's ready to harvest. So here we go. And we only had one plant that got taken by the crows. You can put scarecrows here, but I just don't, just because I get more than enough fiber, and I don't want to spare the area here. So we'll have to fix that area there. And I do not put the deluxe speed grow here. There's no need. I get so much fiber, I'm never short. After we get that planting area set up, it's something we'll always have plenty of. And you can see, I mean, look how much I have. And so I'm reorganizing it again. I want to keep it together, to keep each of the things together, so it's all right. And we also got mixed seeds, which is great. We need mixed seeds. That's a resource for us. And so we're going to go put those away until we need them. As you can see, fiber seeds are what we need, and we need 108 for the planting area. And what we use is mixed seeds, sap, and clay. Again, the mixed seeds, I've been saving them since I think the first season I stopped using them, because we need them. And so I'm going to make as many as I can. Hopefully I'll be able to make enough. So I have 108. So I really should keep those seeds over here in the resource chest, but the resource chest is kind of getting filled up. I knew that it's 1-for-1 between clay and the seeds, and I knew I just needed a whole bunch of sap. So I just grabbed a whole bunch of sap. I didn't want to take a whole stack because it messes up my organization here. So here we go. We get 4 each, so there we go. Alrighty, 52 more, and I know that's going to be enough because we were almost had enough. We'll go back, and I should have grabbed them already because I wasn't sure how many I was going to be able to make. And so we're going to grab them, and here we are. And oh yeah, I got more than enough. So awesomeness on that. I don't mind them being out of order. We'll just do it this way and put back what I don't need. I need 108, and there we are. And we'll be able to plant our fiber area again. So you can see, there's so much to be done, and it's like we're running out of time. Oh my gosh, just so much. But that's okay. I'm sounding anxious, and I'm sorry that I am. Part of it is what I see going on in the game, and part of it is what's going on in my real life, which a lot of family crap going on, and so it kind of puts anxiety. I'm trying to use my game to relax, and I'm not doing a very good job, so sorry about that. So anyway, we're getting things planted. Look at all that beautiful fiber, and that makes me good. I'm gonna relax and chill and stuff like that. So to get my own anxiety and heart rate down. I probably shouldn't record when things are going on at the same time. It's like my chill time. It's that time that I can relax and not be thinking about all this stuff going on in real life. And you know, it's okay. Everything's fine. Oh, look at the Junimo huts. Look at the little light. I just love it that they light up. They're waiting. They're like, we can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to see the Junimos either, because they're just cute and funny. And run out there and hop around. They're so happy little guys and cheerful. And so anyway, we'll get to see them soon. As soon as they'll run out there and check and see if there's anything to harvest and run back in, and they're just funny. Looking here at all my stuff. Really, I think it was time to probably pull the coral out. And again, if you haven't seen this before, you just pop your fishing rod in and click it right back again. And I will pull out all but one of the corals. And I know that people use their fish ponds for other reasons. This is to me, because I am addicted to the deluxe speed grow, it makes the best sense for what I'm going to use my fish pond for. But I want to have one extra one because I love getting the roe. I love getting the extra things that they give you in the little thing there. They'll give you things besides roe, and it's pretty cool. Some of it's really valuable stuff. And again, I like using the rainbow trout to start with, and then later on we'll be switching to other things as there are other things that we need more of. If you want to know what fish give you what, go to the wiki and search for fish pond, and that will tell you what you get from the various fish from the fish ponds if you choose to use them. But right now, rainbow trout is what I want because of the special item that they give, and also get our rainbow trout population up. So eventually we'll switch, and then we'll pull all those rainbow trouts out, and there you go. So again, I just pulled them out. I had no bait on there. Luckily, I was smart enough not to use my bait. It's getting late. It's 11 p.m. It's like, oh my gosh, I want to go over there and shut that one gate so the animals will go in the other side. So I'll rotate them out to the side that is full of the wonderful, beautiful grass. And since I got a little bit of time, I'll run over here and grab my grass starter. And you don't need a ton, just a few. And then they'll go ahead and it fills itself in. I think that's probably enough. 10 is probably enough. I don't have a ton of grass starter right now, but I also wanted to be sure that I unclicked it. I have accidentally put grass starter right at the fence more than once because it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm just going to plop down a few pieces and then it'll fill in all by itself. So we went a full season and 3 days into the next season, and they had only eaten just a little over half of the grass that was on that side. So there we go. And that's going to get us to the end of the day of day 3 in the summer season of year number 3. So I think we need to get some rest. What do you think? Let's get some rest here. And yeah, we want to sleep. Shoo! And we had a little bit of money coming in, but not a ton because we are not worried about that right now. $2,200 with our mayonnaise, but soon that's going to go up in a massive way. Day 4 of summer in year number 3. And here we go. And it's a rainy day. That is a good thing. Hello, kitty cat. And where is everybody else? Here's Harvey. Hello, Harvey. How you doing, my wonderful husband? You going to go to the clinic? And where's Harvey Jr.? There he is. Hello, little buddy. So say hello to him, too. And we got a piece of mail. What is our mail? Oh, thank you for the piece of jade that the wizard sent us. So we appreciate that. That's something that we're going to need a lot of in the future. There's a little tip there. So the things that didn't get watered are actually getting watered now. So we don't have to worry about that. We're going to run up here and grab the iridium ore. We keep forgetting 8. That is the most you can get in one day. And if you don't pick it that day, it doesn't like it. It's not like it adds 2. It doesn't do that. So you need to check it every single day. So what I'm going to do is put that ore away. I'm going to go see our animals and check on them to make sure that they're okay. And you can see it's raining, so it doesn't matter. I can leave the gate open. And hello, guys. How's everybody doing today? Come on here if I can get my cursor in the right place. And we got some goat milk. And I thought we'd get goat milk again, but apparently not. So we're back to every other day on our goats, one day and one the other day. And we're going to go pop this in there, our beautiful cheese press, and make more cheese. All right, get out of the way. Thank you. They're blocking my way. And let's see, we're going to run in here. Oh my gosh, look at all the goodies we got in the coop. My heaven's sakes. And give everybody some love. So everybody's feeling love today. Hello, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry, you guys, I had to ignore you for a couple of days, but you're still my friends and my best buddies. And we're looking pretty good. So we're going to grab all that, grab our mayonnaise, put all that in here, and let's see what we got the most of. And it's kind of a toss-up, isn't it? I think I'll just get some duck eggs today and throw some duck eggs in the mayonnaise machine, and off we go to the rest of our chores. And let's see here. I'm going to run in here and see what we got. Everything's looking good, and that's done. Okay. Almost done with our absolute morning chores. And by the way, that was lightning. I was so excited to see that lightning. So hopefully our lightning rods will be full of batteries. That is something we need desperately. So lightning, lightning, yes, yes, yes. Give me more lightning. And how we know the batteries are starting to work is you'll see the lightning rods start to pulsate, and that means you're going to get a battery from that particular one. And that's not ready yet. It's like, come on. Ugh, we'll wait. We're okay. We're not doing bad on money. I'm just anxious for that to happen. We have 245,000. We're doing okay. But obviously I want more money eventually. So we're going to run over to the shipping bin and toss our items in there. And let's see. Part of our morning chores now is we want to run down to the bait bin. Again, if you don't pick the bait, then it doesn't add up. Like tomorrow there wouldn't be 5 or 6 or whatever pieces. There would only be the 4 pieces. So we want to make sure that we grab that. And we had 4 this time, so we could rebait everything and dump our crustaceans, that I like to call them, right there. And let's see if we can throw that in the recycle bin. All right, come on down here. And we got oak resin. All right. So again, these are going to be our normal patterns that we do the other things first, and then we come down here and we check. We check the bait bin. We check for the oak resin. We check our fiber area. And we're going to check the fish ponds and see how they're doing. Most of the time, there won't be anything here, but that's okay. We're going to run down and check them anyway. And we come over here and check the beehives. And I'm going to get rid of these weeds that are here. And everything's going pretty good. And kind of also, I noticed that I didn't want the weeds to get into the areas. I went ahead and got them. And that's going to put hay in the silo, which we needed anyway. Let's see here. I wanted to move this one, if I can find the right tool. I hate it that I'm picking the wrong tool. And I noticed that I did not have, I wanted to switch out. I like these, the rare ones, the rare scarecrows. My gosh, my tongue is not working right. I want to put the rare ones here where I can see them. So I wanted to go ahead and replace that common one that we can actually craft with a rare one. And so that's what I was doing. And okay, we've got some trash, and then we got some more trash, and we can put that trash in the recycle bin, and we got some wood out of the deal. So for a while here and probably going forward, our morning chores are going to take a little bit longer because we've added a number of things. So obviously it starts up around, it starts the normal way it used to, just going to check on the animals and gather the produce. But then it extends down to the fish ponds and the bait bin and the recycle bin and things like that. So it's going to take us a little longer to get our morning chores done than it did before, but we're doing a lot of different things. I'm going to go ahead and grab my beautiful sword there. Very interesting. There was a conversation on the forums, which I've encouraged you to go there and check that out. Someone was talking about being able to survive in the mines, and someone commented that Galaxy sword is the best mid-game sword. And we're close to mid-game, I would say. Maybe a little below that, but we already have that amazing sword, and there isn't a better one. So it does help us survive. You've seen how that we can go into the mines now, and what used to make us run for our lives and eat a ton of food. Look at this. I'm going into this mine with no food whatsoever, and I don't need it. What I need is these great big slabs of stone right there, because we are really, really low on stone, and I don't like having to be worried, oh my gosh, I'm out of stone again. So this one, I was really, anyway, that sword is more than enough for anything we'll come across. I was so happy to see those big slabs right there on level number 5. It's like, oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that we hit those, because each of those was 20. So it just saves time, and that's what we're coming here for, is to get stone. We really do need it to make sure that we're not running low. In the meantime, we're getting geodes like crazy. Of course, it's still little geodes, but I mean, you never know. You might get something really valuable, or an artifact or something. And a geode is a geode. So we'll go ahead and check with Clint on those later on. And I hate that. You are not a real piece of stone. So let's see how we're doing here. Oh my gosh, we almost have 40 already. So that's pretty good for what little bit that we've done, or little time that we spent, and had nothing that we had to kill. We even just that crab, we could even run away from it. So I like that we could do that. We're obviously going to get some slimes, but that's okay. I just noticed we got a cherry bomb. These slimes are okay. We do need slime for resources, but I certainly don't want to go farming for them. Not interested in that. I really, really, really don't like the slimes. And it's interesting. You may have noticed when we have gone to Robin and we've gone to the Wizard, there's quite a few buildings that we have not talked about. One of them is slime hut. You can actually raise your own slimes. Now, why people would raise their own slimes, I am not quite sure. But it's not something that I'm interested in doing. It's like, never have gotten it. I've never understood it. Having said that, there are lots of things that people do that I don't understand, so I guess it's fair. So I'm going to risk my life here and put down one of these bombs, this little cherry bomb that we got from something, and run, run, run. Like I said, I've more than often that I go ahead and, hit myself. That wasn't a really good place to put one, I noticed, but that's okay. Ow. Another cherry bomb. Okay. I don't use them efficiently because I don't use them. If you look, you can craft cherry bombs and big bombs and mega bombs. I don't know what they all are, the different names of them are. You can craft them, but they take resources. Well, if I'm trying to get resources, why would I want to spend resources to get resources? And I guess the answer, there's another bomb, the answer is that it's faster. And my answer is, oh, okay, then it doesn't apply to me because this is a retired slow play. Now, this is not to say that all retired people are slow. There are many retired people who are very, very, very active. I've got a friend of mine that, oh my gosh, she's all over the place. She volunteers for, I couldn't even remember all the things that she has volunteered for. She's busy all the time. Her husband travels around to their friends and does construction for free, for the fun of it, and to help people. So some people have those kinds of lives in their retirement. So I don't want people to think that I'm trying to say that all retired people are slow. That is not the case at all. What I couldn't figure out a better word for it, because it kind of fit in with my theme of retired geek woman, which is a nickname. My husband used to call me Geek Woman all the time because I have tech skills and I come from the tech world. And he would often say that I saved him thousands and thousands of dollars from not throwing things off the deck because he would get so frustrated. So he would yell at me, help me, Geek Woman, before I throw this thing off the deck. Well, so that nickname kind of stuck with me, and I even had a license plate of it for a while on my car. Well, when I retired, it made sense that I became Retired Geek Woman because I do tell people, only 10% joking, that I'm retired from family tech support. That's only partially joking because then the reality of it is, because I'm not actively involved in the tech world, my skills have really kind of gone down. I don't remember a lot of some things, but really the new things I'm not staying up on. So Retired Geek Woman kind of fit. And then when I decided to do a YouTube channel, what better channel to name it than Retired Geek Woman? That made sense because that was me. And because my playthroughs are different than what I've seen otherwise. I really do play slowly, and I enjoy the journey. I don't stress it. I don't worry about power gaming through things. I don't min-max. So that's why I give the titles that I do for my videos, and I call them Retired Slow Gameplay. And they have many purposes for that. One is that I want people to understand when they watch this is not going to be a power game. This is not going to be a how to get through this game as fast as possible. I'm trying to be as descriptive as I can, and a retired slow play made sense for me in my mind's eye. So anyway, that's why I call it what I call it. You can see that in the 5 levels that we have cleared, we now have 170 stone. And I've said this before, that the mine is the fastest place to get stone if you need lots of stone. Yeah, I like the more relaxed ways of doing it. The quarry and south of the farm, that area down there and things like that. And if I only needed a little bit, yeah, but I really needed to get my stock up of stone, and so the fastest place to get the most amount of stone is here. And you can see it's not been much of a challenge. My energy's kind of low, and that's okay. And then I saw this great big slab. Okay, that's 10 more pieces. Boom, right there. So I thought that wasn't too awful bad, and we are getting very close to 200 in a very short period of time. So I really thought that I thought that's a good use of the time. It's 9:30 at night. We've got quite a few resources, plus we got almost a couple hundred stone in that short period of time. And it's not super, super, super late. If you have not been paying attention, I'll tell you now, I really don't like playing in the dark. I can't see it very well, even with the glow ring on. It still shows the immediate area. By the way, look at those pulsating over there. All of those are going to give us batteries that we desperately need. So I want to start doing something for those of you who have really followed me along quite well all of this time, all of this journey, all of these videos that you're watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, all those things. And I would like you to do me a favor. I'm trying to find out how many people are watching my videos to the end or very, very close to the end. So what I would like to do is ask you to give me in the comments the secret word. But I want you to use it in a sentence so that people that are scamming through it, it doesn't say secret word colon and then the word. Don't do that. I want you to use the secret word from this video in a sentence. And I want the secret word for this one to be Junimo. So I want you to use the word Junimo in a sentence and write it in the comments below. And let's see how that goes. I think it'll be interesting to see how many people are watching to this point. So while I've been talking, I've been finishing up my day, putting away my resources. You can see that we currently have 3 iridium ore bars. So we're getting our supply up, and I think that we probably don't need any more sprinklers, but I will check that. But we're going to be using iridium ore bars for so many things. So it's going to be very important that we keep that production going so that when you get to that point where we need this stuff, we have it. So what I'm doing here is finishing the area around the huts that I mentioned. I want to remind myself, don't plant things there because they won't get watered. As you can see that we still have some of the spring cleanup that we didn't do. I did not do the entire cleanup of the whole farm, which has to happen at the beginning of each season. And it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll come down here and clean this up real quick. We got a few minutes. I wanted to point out that we now have 5 rainbow trout, so that is awesome, and they will continue to propagate, and also our coral is doing great. So those fish ponds are really doing exactly what I wanted them to do. And I was standing there, I was just admiring that giant cauliflower, and I will not stop admiring that giant cauliflower. I will continue to admire it because that is so cool. Thank you so much for following along. If you haven't done so, please give that a subscribe. And if you like this video, if you give it a like, all of that helps you to like me better, and it lets me know I'm doing something that other people find valuable. But the most important thing is I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day.